what's up? What's up? Boy, it feel like a long time in a come on, con chat. I'm telling you, I've been so busy just preparing for Christmas, guys. Honestly, I'm making maximum use of my time off from work and I'm getting everything done. I'm busy decorating, painting. Oh, my kitchen is nearly finished. Nearly finished. It's getting there. Nearly finished. Okay, what's up? King of the Soul, big up yourself. Ashley Bell, good night. It is what it is. Good night. Marie, what's up? Hey, Don, my wrencher's here. Welcome one, welcome all. Like, share, and subscribe as you enter the classroom, please and thanks. Let me pin this message. You know, we do these lives ever so often, a bit of a no-frills live where we just chat. But we're going to chat about a few little things still, you know, because a few little things in the top of my mind for talk about, but we never have no time. But tonight, I'm going to give you some time, you understand? Bayesian girl, remember, big up yourself. Jay Summer, what's going on? Pauline Montague, what's up? Zenergy, how you doing, sweethearts? Yes, we're going to talk some things. Because I wonder if it's me alone noticed this, but I've been on the CMR case, watching, observing, and no, there are no more updates so far. I suppose because it's Thanksgiving as well. It's a holiday. So happy Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrate it. There's definitely been no update in the case so far. However, I've just been observing the dynamics of Chrissy's content and her recent live today. And it was so funny because, man, I'm telling you, those moderators, they were quick fire. They were deleting left, right, and center as certain comments were made. But what I found particularly interesting, was the fact that literally every comment that mentioned CMR or Cushane was deleted, instantaneously deleted. No matter if it was positive or negative, there was a complete wiping out of any mention of the man. Any mention of the man. I mean, one comment that got deleted was somebody saying, "Oh, I hope you and CMR work things out." That was deleted. Oh, I miss Cushane. That was deleted. Um, of course, you had the vile comments as well, which I don't really know why people feel the need to do that. People were on there. I tell Christopher, about her mother, and of course, Chrissy say, Chrissy still have the dirty man in her house and them kind of something there. Even well, obviously those were deleted, but even King Mix Up was there. Everybody know King Mix Up. I don't know if you guys know who King Mix Up is, but let me tell you something. He is the king of mix up, and that's a fact. I usually go on his lives when he's on TikTok. Um, and he was on there as well. And I talked about, I hope not to see a Marna in the house for Thanksgiving. That was deleted quick and fast. But I'm telling you, I'm getting a vibe, and I'm going to share with you exactly the kind of vibe I'm getting, because I'm starting to suss something, and I'm just wondering if what I'm sussing is real. Anyway, you understand? Okay. Right. Who's CMR? King Mix Up? GT. If you're new, it's best you be quiet, right? Because this is for my graduates, and I do not believe you are one. So until you become one, you need to learn who they are. And if you keep spamming me, as a matter of fact, let me just put you on timeout. Chill, okay? Chill, GT, chill. You don't know what's going on, be quiet. Right. Okay, let me see who I've missed. Sonia Pink, happy Thanksgiving. Yes, indeed. Let me see who else. Who else have I missed? Island Girl 48. Big up yourself, Pi Gordon. Yes. Happy Thanksgiving for everybody who's celebrating. Kelsey, you catch alive. Amen. That is nice. Donna Lara Fergus, good night. Um, what am I sassing or sussing? What am I sussing, Beijing girl? I'm going to tell you. All right. There is a very distinct difference between the content that CMR puts out and the content that Chrissy puts out in terms of how they are communicating around the subject of family. CMR has persistently referred to his children, his wife, whenever he himself comes into the camera and he's live. He's very much focusing on, reinforcing that Chrissy is very much in his life in some way or shape or form. He's always referring to his family life, and it's clear that he yearns for that and he misses it quite a lot. I get a very different vibe from Chrissy in that what I'm seeing of Chrissy Carter now in comparison to Chrissy in the days when CMR was very much in the videos is that her content has taken on a very unique style that shows a more resilient, happy, I don't even know, very mumsy kind of feel to it. And it's almost as though Chrissy does not miss CMR's presence in her content. She seems a lot more in control of how her content goes and the kind of things that she puts out. This feels to me like a very Chrissy touch to how she used to do her videos. His presence in her videos in the past almost felt like an imposition, like he was imposing himself on her space and on her personality. And so far, what I'm witnessing is Chrissy's personality is really showing. And she seems quite confident in that space. You said the same thing yesterday. Oh, well, you see? Big up yourself, Debbie Reed. What's up? Donna Spence, blessings, right? And I'm saying to myself, because when I looked beyond just the fact that people were being rude in the comments about CMR, there were people who were genuinely not being rude and expressing their wishing he was present for Thanksgiving and stuff. And the fact that the moderators were deleting those things to me indicates, and she's very specific about who her moderators are. There are people that she knows in her real life. And it seems to me that the off-air discussion must be around the fact that she wants her channel completely purged of any mention of this man, which is different to how CMR has been handling his content. He has been very much verbal about his wife, and she doesn't mention him. She doesn't talk about him. She doesn't mention him. She doesn't want it in her comments. There's no reference to him at all. And this is not just a legal thing, guys. Let's not get it twisted. Because some people are like, oh, but because of the law, she can't talk about the case. There's nothing stopping her. If she was, say, for example, in his corner 100%, there's nothing stopping Chrissy referring to him. Or, saying, oh, CMR would have done this. Just these little references that women will make even if their man is not present. And there is no reference. There is no nothing. There is a complete and total disconnect from this man. I was thinking the same thing, the same. I'm happy her sis and mom is here with her. Yeah, that was beautiful to see. Mom is there to give her that emotional support and that nurturing. And sis is there as her second. And it's nice that she's surrounded by family on Thanksgiving. That's beyond just her kids. So she doesn't have that isolated feeling and stuff. It was nice to watch them cook together and stuff like that. And it was nice to also see that mom could just relax and chill with her grandkids, because mom wasn't busy in the kitchen. And that was nice to see as well. The daughters were handling the kitchen. But it was just interesting to notice how certain things were completely either ignored and then removed, or just no reference at all. And I think a lot of people are misinterpreting Chrissy's behavior, in thinking that, oh, she a hide or she a protect the man or whatever. It's almost as though Chrissy no want even hear him name. It's like I don't see that, because the few times she actually indicated, oh, just get rid of them, or don't bother with no, please be nice in the comments, delete them, block them, make them have to go do a new page, because it's like she don't want to hear anything at all connected to this man's name. um and she is very much into her children, her home space, and doing things on her own. Now, I know that obviously they were present during the meet, and they were at the same place and at the same time there, possibly sat together, who knows. I've heard other bloggers refer to pictures that were put up on Instagram saying that by the positioning of the camera, it was evident that they were side by side or whatever. I don't know. I've not investigated that deep because I don't really think it's that important. At the end of the day, right? People need to realize that the court's conditions around his bail did not include his biological children. It was very specific about the space. It was very specific about the victim, the alleged victim, but there was no specifications around him communicating with his wife or him communicating with his biological kids, right? If you remember as well, when the prosecutor was trying to get him to have no bond at all, the judge had actually said this is not a dangerous case. I had misheard it because I thought she said this is dangerous, but she actually said this is not dangerous, in that he's not a threat to society. So therefore, there is no reason to keep him in jail without a bond. You understand? Um, so the gravity of the situation, as bad as it is and as stigmatized as it is, was not considered so severe that he had to be twice removed, not just from his household and the stepdaughter, but also from his own kids and his wife. So him being in a public place and supporting his kids would have been considered acceptable to not breach his bail conditions. You understand? Yes, yes, amazing Anna. She didn't. It's like she's lighter and the weight has been lifted off her shoulders. She's glowing. And that's what I said as well. A lot of people are like, oh, you can see the sadness. There's no sadness there. I don't know what people are trying to see, but I don't see no sadness. I see a glowing woman. I see a rested woman. And obviously, I mean, let's be fair here. We're only witnessing what's happening on the camera for a certain amount of hours. After that, we don't really know what go on in the background and what can take place and so on, right? Um, we did notice that she had taken off her proper wedding band. She still has that little skinny band there. I don't know if that's her first band, or somebody mentioned it was from her first wedding band. But she took off the proper wedding band. But that we also know, so that don't mean anything. Literally, I hardly wear my wedding rings. I don't like to have jewelry on myself, especially when I go to bed. Some people never take their wedding rings on. I put them on when I'm going out with hubby or if I'm going to work, but otherwise, I don't wear them. You understand? Does it mean I'm any less married? No, right? Um, it can be symbolic. It can just be, you never know. Maybe she's sent it off to the jewelers to get something repaired. We're making a lot of assumptions based on physical things that we're seeing, and trying to put things together in terms of evidence to draw a conclusion. But the only real people who know what's going on is Chrissy and CMR, and obviously that stepchild, right? Um, and we just have to recognize the fact that she's not going to talk about it, and probably when she chooses to talk about it, it might be the best circumstances under which to do so. All of us are looking for something. We're all the bloggers, we're like, when is she going to say something? When is she going to say something? She's saying a lot by what she's not saying. She literally not talk about the man, none at all. Whereas this man I try portray as though everything alright. Him now behave balanced in comparison to Chrissy. Chrissy is behaving more balanced by avoiding him altogether in her content. Right? Um, Ben, your mom sounds like a guy, and your mom and your dad's transgender. How about that? How about that? Come off of my channel with your foolishness. Blouse and skirt, these damn people. Now I'ma get rid of him, man. Don't worry yourself. I'm just telling about him parts. Anyway, so yeah, she doesn't refer to him at all. And it's so important that we also recognize the steps that she's making to remove herself from the sordid scenario. And by doing so, she's also protecting the space of her children and providing them with normality. Now, a lot of people are saying that her silence is guilt. Her silence. I've seen some comments on my page, and I haven't deleted all of them. Some I've deleted because they were just out of order, but most of them I haven't touched because I can understand the different perspectives. Some people are thinking because she's silent, she's complicit. She's not protecting her kids. She's not, stepping up to say that she's fully in the daughter's corner. But I want people to understand that a very important part of healing from trauma is a provision of normality. And by not necessarily making that a subject, she can be also removing further harm on the internet that might be directed towards her eldest child. And handling things off air at the moment might be the best way to do it and not do it online. Remember that little girl still has to go to school, still has to deal with her peers. And if at the end of the day, this happens, right? If at the end of the day this happens and she come out start talking about it, this, because it's not a 9-day talk anymore, no? This 1 month talk, because it's going to go on for a while, right, is going to spiral out of control. Now, what I found really foolish, where CMR was concerned, was him on his campus talking to all these kids. It was bizarre to me. I said to myself, is this guy not afraid of these teenagers that he's busy, the skateboarder one and the next one and the whatever? Is he not afraid that these guys are going to find out what it is that is attached to his name at the moment? No doubt he has gone and told them that he's doing it for his YouTube channel, which they're going to look up. But when they go and type in a hashtag with his name, the amount of crap that's going to come up is going to be crazy. And it's like he's moving almost recklessly because, one, you've gone and called out the name of your university on camera for people to reach out to your university and tell them that you are up for these allegations. It just shows there's a lot of things that ICCM are doing that just lacks wisdom. I told you that his last live was very tone deaf, because he's acting as though nothing's going on where he's concerned. Whereas Chrissy, I think, has that privilege to be able to do that. I don't think he got that privilege. I think she's protecting, like, bitch and girl tell the man like your mama. That me tell him to say him mama the one who sound like man and him papa the transgender. I don't know where it come from. She's protecting her daughter. She's probably doing therapy and channeling everything there, and this is helping her heal in private. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Amazing Anna. I totally agree with you that this definitely is probably what she's doing. If you notice the books that she had put up as well, I don't know if you noticed that when she was showing you her books that she was going to read. One of them was about healing, another one was about strength. So she's doing stuff to self help and she's giving indications, but she's not speaking out and going, oh, I'm doing this because. But she's showing her audience that she is making certain moves for herself. And that is going to be misread by those who are really wanting to see negative things around both of them, um, in thinking that, oh no, she wicked, she no good smarty, she this, she that, and whatever. But by doing so, you are missing some of the things that she's doing that's clearly a positive move towards maintaining stability for her family. They're saying that she should not be coming out here doing no damn live. She should have stay put. She should have not, go in a one shell. She should be so distressed. But I know she do the thing then. Oh, she for go in and they in a distress and this man they asking of him teeth on live. Right? He's the one that should have gone into distress and he's the one that should have come off. Him are the one we need to come down. You understand? Not Chrissy, in my opinion. Right? But as I said, I do understand the perspectives. Her silence is confusing, right? And people are seeing like they're going on as normal. But there are several things about her content now that is not normal, right? She's the one literally doing everything. And she's really celebrating that. So if she's celebrating that, that I tell you straight that she no miss the man. You understand? That I telling us straight say Chrissy don't miss that man a backside. She don't miss him. She don't miss him with him stress, him problems, right? And all of the heartache and everything because that memory, it may be subdued, but it's still very much there, right? If it's anybody doing the missing, it might be the kids, right? And I'm not talking about the stepdaughter, his biological ones, right? But as I said, it the conditions did not say he can't see them. So maybe arrangements are being made so that he can see his daughters. You understand? You know what I noticed? She keeps showing when she's going to sleep to say, see, he's not here. She's giving such a clues. Exactly, Debbie. Her coming life maybe help her to cope with the situation. Plus, she still needs an income. Exactly, Kay. And as I said, them expect the woman nothing do what she had do for earn. She still has her contracts with her hair thing. And she still have to do her makeup and her whatever. She still have products to sell. She was advertising her Black Friday sale that is 50% off on her website and all that. She still is a businesswoman and she still has to keep going to put food on her table, right? And we all know that them get new car whatever. There may still be car payments to be made. You never know. So let the woman survive. Let the woman survive. But people want to see her go quiet as well. I think she's doing the best thing. Now, I did notice an interaction between her and her eldest child, which was a bit awkward. So in that live, the eldest daughter told her that her sister said to say hi. Now, when I heard that, because I haven't really paid attention much to the nitty gritty details around the kids, right? When I heard that, I was like, huh? What does she mean? Her sister. And then it kind of clicked that obviously she has a sister via her biological father, right? And this sister was reaching out and saying hi. But you could hear in Chrissy's voice a kind of like, okay, tell her hi. It was like a minute really want to tap to that person there. What I don't know. I got an impression that it was not a warm hello. So I don't know what's going on there. But clearly her daughter was very excited that her sister wanted to say hi to her mom. And I almost felt like the eldest daughter wanted a bit more than that, than what she got from her mother. People must also remember that social media is a job and people still need to work. Yeah, we're only seeing her demeanor while on live for that short time. Who knows if for the balance of the day she's so torn and falling apart behind the scenes. You never know, energy. Some people are really good at pulling the wool over people's eyes, you know. And as a social media personality, because you can almost call these guys superstars in our diaspora, you have to learn how to wear masks, right? And maybe she is wearing a mask. If she is, she's wearing a pretty damn good mask. Because I remember when Chrissy used to be on our live with her husband, and sometimes her husband used to make certain comments, and the attitude that would come from Chrissy, I don't know if she was acting or if that was real, but I saw a woman that was bloody fed up. Like, you know, this guy, there was one clip with him asking her if she loves him on camera. She literally rolled her eyes. She did not answer him, you know, and it was like he waited for ages and she gave no response. She was just busy focusing on the kids. So, is that done for the camera, or is the camera just allowed to roll and she just be herself? Um, I think she learned from the last Bangarang. Yeah, she has learned considerably from the last events. Um, but as I said, when people are trying to make Chrissy out to be an enabler, I think we have to tread carefully with that, because I am not seeing any evidence of her being an enabler. I am seeing a woman who has an aversion towards this man. I am seeing a woman who is trying to live her life to the fullest, regardless of his absence, and doing the best for her children. And until I see evidence of, as in, i.e., Chrissy says she had go back to CMR after all of this, then Managa come down harshly upon her. And I know a lot of people want to start to flag Chrissy and cuss Chrissy, and it's all about, you know, the two of them forget done and rub out and scrub out. But I'm not gonna do that, because I don't have evidence, and everything that I do or say is evidence based. You see what I'm saying? She just posted her Thanksgiving family photo. Yes, that says a lot. Amazing Anna. It certainly says a lot. I saw it with all of them in the little brown outfits, right? It says a lot. And she says clearly these are her treasures, her kids, you know. No mention of the man at all. Now, think about it. Think about it carefully. Remember that Chrissy had things going on with Disney, you know. And I don't know if Disney has caught wind of this case against her husband, because I believe he was a part of the promo as well. And you don't know how certain contracts have been affected as a result of his presence. And her stepping away from him on her public platforms could also be about securing the bag and making sure that he doesn't rock the boat with her other streams of income, right? Now, the naysayers are going to argue that, well, if that's the case, then behind the scenes, she could be very well, you know, can't wait for him to come, wanting to cover it up and whatever. What I'm getting from CMR's lives is that he is the one who is trying to paint this picture as though he's going to return to his household, to his audience, therefore giving that unspoken, I don't know, conclusion that that allegation is false, therefore the child is lying, right? So he's not talking like a man who intends to do 20 years behind bars. He's talking like a man who will, all of this will blow over and he will end up right back in his place. You understand? Whereas Chrissy is giving very different energy. And I think we need to be we need to be cognizant of the fact that she's no fool, right? She's definitely no fool. So it is what it is. D Jordan, what a guan? What a guan? I don't know. Um, so yes, I observed it and I recognized that she is definitely she's making the right moves business wise. The Chrissy's personality that I see coming out now is a lot more intriguing, interesting to watch, more lighthearted and relaxed than when that man is in her space. And I don't know if, let's just say the worst case scenario, this man returns to the household, it will never be the same. There's going to be such a split, such a divide in her supporters, because there are many who are not mentioning CMR at all, not talking about how they miss him or whatever. I saw some foolish person talking about they can't wait for she and CMR to work it out. And I'm just like, are you for real? Work it out how? In the presence of which child? You understand? It's like people are still in this hopeful, it's never going to go back the same. Even if those two go back together, that relationship is it damaged. It damaged in a permanent way. It never gonna be wholesome again. And to imagine him even being in the same house with that little girl. And okay, let's take the perspective that the child is lying. Why would a child lie like that about somebody who raised them? And if they are doing it, what would be the reason? I'll tell you the kind of things that would make a child lie like that. They definitely want to get rid of a parent because them hate that parent there. Them don't like them. That parent has done something to them or to their mother or to their sibling that this child would lie about something like that means that she's calculating and using the system to remove somebody she's not powerful enough to remove. That would be the reason if she lying. But I don't think she's lying. I don't think she's lying. And there are many people who don't think she's lying. The details that were in that public arrest record were far too intricate. But you see, we always have to have that pinch of salt because they claim innocent until proven guilty. But I am telling you this, if this situation does not go to court and get handled in the right way, and this man walks without any kind of results, the case filed through, not enough evidence, whatever, that question mark around him being a predator is going to be in his shadow for the rest of his life on this earth. It's not going to go away. I always thought that she was the breadwinner. He can't come back to the house. No, he cannot. But if we're saying, if, say for example, it does go to court and it's like there's not enough evidence and there's no evidence of this, of course child protection is going to come into play. They're going to have to keep investigating the family, supporting the family, blah blah blah, because once there's no evidence, I don't think there's anything stopping him returning except in Chrissy saying she it done. You understand? I've always thought that she was a breadwinner. Yes, I think so too. Chrissy's the one with the businesses, man. As she are the one with the I make the most money. Could he also be sabotaging the chances of any deals now that he's ratted social spectator? I never thought of that. That's a very clever perspective. It could be. Could be by doing that. He could be doing that. It could be that indeed. This morning, I was looking at a YouTuber on a live, and he said all the videos he did about CMR and the police records come down. Why? Why has it come down? I think why has it come down? That's interesting. So which was the Amanda? Do you know which YouTuber that was? If you know which YouTuber that was, please put it in the chat because I'll go and check it out. That's interesting. They took back the bike deal from him. Share how you know that. Are you serious? They took it back? Wow. Cher, how do you know that? What evidence do you have that that was taken back? Because he did this video with him riding up and down with a bike, didn't he? So, Soulflow? How with the backside? Soulflow TV? How way you said to me? Is it? I will go and check that out. I wonder on what basis would they have to take that down? That's a public record. So what is that? Soulflow, I listened to him this morning. I will go and listen to that. That's very interesting. I'm gonna go check that out. My thoughts about why she spoke up was that she realized he was escalating and she's smart enough to know what was coming next. Ah boy. Debbie, all I know is that that man's whole career, his whole everything is not going to bounce back from this. That is all I'm gonna say. Because once something like that sticks on you, even if you are proven innocent, it'll gonna be bad. You understand? Yeah, mega listen. The live this morning. Oh, so he did a live this morning and said that? Share. Interesting. Interesting. Then take it back. Soulful said there were multiple attempts to hack his channel. What? Lee, are we really a guan? Well, damn. Someone hacked his page and erased all the legal contents. Backside. Well, nobody can hack mine, you know. Nobody can hack mine. Cause me na click on things. People are send me things in a message on Facebook with link and me na click. Me say, listen, what is that? Please screenshot it and send it to me because me na click on it. You understand? Jaja. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But I will check out what Soulflow had to say because that sounds pretty serious. And it doesn't sound legal either. So that person or whoever did that is not using legal channels to do it. And that shows fear. More than anything else, it shows fear. I do not know what Soulflow said when he or she, because I don't really know who Soulflow is. I haven't watched. I just know it's a big channel. When they address the matter, so that might be a contributing factor as well. He had to change all his passwords, but the content that erased all had to do with CMR. So I him do it, or at least it suggests he did it. Right? Lord, you're late. It's all right, Norma. This is a No Frills live. We just a chat. Another YouTuber said his video was taken down, but I can't remember his name. No. He's in communication with YouTube. He didn't click anything, but when you listen to the live, you hear his explanation. Okay, I'll listen to it. I will listen to it. Right? Let me tell you something. YouTube is a funny place. They you will have a video up for ages, and then out of the blue, somebody just come and lick you with a strike. You understand? I've had one strike since being on YouTube. One. And I didn't need to have that strike. I did not check my emails because I had 7 days to delete the contents, and I didn't see the email. And by the time I look, the 7 day expire, I'm gonna get you strike. So it happens, right? Which is why I always say to people, do not rely 100% on YouTube for your income. No, not at all. Make sure you have something else to go on for yourself. You understand? Because you can lose your channel so easy. It's not hard. 3 strikes and you're out. You can lose your channel, right? Especially bloggers like us who stream or whatever other people's stuff. It can happen at any time. And I know for a fact that sometimes what people will do is if you've done content about them and they don't like it, but they can't strike what you've done, and they see that you're using a friend of their stuff, they will get their friend to strike you. So people will come at you from all angles to get rid of your content. You understand? Very finicky. Yeah. Very sad. So let's hope that Soulflow gets back his stuff. But it's interesting that happened. Very, very interesting indeed, right? But we have to pay attention to things like this because you never know. Maybe they're working their way backwards, going from the big channels to the small ones, dealing with the ones who have the most views first, and then coming for the small ones like myself afterwards. Make we wait and see, Um, but in the meantime, I they can't touch my commentary. That can't be touched. Plus, I don't play their stuff. I don't play their videos or anything like that. I never play their videos. Um, because their videos is definitely copyright, right? And anything that I've streamed is stuff that's recorded elsewhere. So whatever, you understand. um but the public record, I wonder what else Soulflow had in those videos that were taken down. Is it just the arrest record? Is that it? Is that all? But that arrest record is everywhere. And all Soulflow have to do is take it to different platforms, What him can do. Because Facebook now got take that down. You understand? It wasn't struck by YouTube. Yeah. YouTube wouldn't take that down. That stuff is public record. They wouldn't touch that. YouTube notified him because he has multiple verification on his account. Jesus. Sophos said it wasn't struck by YouTube. It's some serious espionage stuff. That is why he did it all over again this morning and read the police report again. Oh my God. I wonder how many views SoFlo lost as a result of it. He had an interesting live this morning. He reiterated a lot of what was spoken of in the video that was taken down. That's exactly what he said. All video what he did about him. Cheese and peas. I wonder how much views he lost. But anyway, all him have to do is reinforce him thing then. And just do it all over again. Yeah. They came for me once, don't forget, because they took down one of my videos because an address showed. It was accidental, but the address showed and they came for my video straight away. So that was taken down and I had to come back out and do it all over again. And I lost like 3K views as a result of it. But it is what it is. Once you learn certain things, you figure out the tricks to the trade and you don't get yourself caught. You understand? You don't get yourself caught, right? So as long as they can't catch you slipping, they don't have a leg to stand on where YouTube is concerned. They have to try a little sneaky shit like this, like hacking into somebody's account. That's some messed up stuff, right? But as I said, people, I think that there's so much more to this case that's gonna come out. I was listening to by the way, I don't know if you guys know that Jodie and Bannock she start push out fear head again. Jodie and Bannock she the next criminal on the list. But Jodie and Bannock a push out her head again. Maybe because she sees say Apple and J Icon go down. She probably feel like say she have company. But regardless of the fact, let me tell you something. You see, regardless of the fact that Apple and J Icon do what them do and them get caught, I wonder if you realize that there are several more heads that are going to roll. That is a RICO. Them two they get. And if it's a RICO, they're looking for the whole gang that is affiliated. Every single person is who they're going for. That's related to the fraud, the retail fraud that these two got away with. Yeah? So them $2 million worth of goods is probably scratching the surface of the amount of stuff that these two have actually taken from retailers using that same fraudulent method. So there's a huge investigation taking place. And there's a lot of people who are going to get affected by it. You understand? Now, are they the first to do something like this? No, they're not. They're not the first to do something like this. But you see, because they're black, worse because they're foreign, and right now Trump is all about anti-migrants, the government's going to use them as an example. So anything that comes out of this for them is going to be the harshest. You understand? And then these two guys have got a public defender, just like flipping CMR. But maybe it's about the fact that, listen, they're going to use the public defender for the first part and then them get themselves somebody private. You understand? He had he had over 100K views, over 100,000 views. Backside, Julian lives for the limelight. Julian can't let it go. She can't keep herself quiet. She come about, she has show nails. And I go and like say she still dip on top and all these things. You understand? Julian need to chill. Um Over 100K views. Flipping out. That is not so happy. I'm simple. Me simple too. Social spectator. You have company that's so me simple too. Me can't bother with the hype lifestyle. That's not for me. I just need to know that I have a nice house. I have food in my fridge, right? I have a decent car. I mean, I need no big top shot car. I don't need that, right? Because big top shot car come with big top shot bill when it come to servicing. And I can't buy that. I mean, like my insurance cheap. You understand? As long as it's not a banger, yeah, and it's got a sat nav and it's got all the features, I'm good. I don't need a high spec vehicle. My husband like high spec vehicles. I don't. I'm not into constantly going out there to get no name brand for show off on no social media for show people some may have name brand. Name brand for what? High street girl am I? High street girl am I? I'm quite comfortable with that. Very simple. You understand? So I don't ever understand how these people get so caught up in this kind of get rich quick lifestyle to the point where they will steal to maintain it. You know, Apple, J Icon, Jody Bonnix, they're all a part of the same kind of mindset. That it's all about the views and the impression, the fake impression that they give people about a lifestyle that they really and truly don't have. You understand? And everybody looking on is like, oh my God, then what, and if you say something about it, straight away they might tell you say a bad mind. Bad mind how? How we for bad mind people with teeth? Like, make it make sense. These people steal. It's not like we're looking at people who are hardworking people and everything they have is what they have earned, right? These people are living above their means and will do anything possible without ethics, morals, or standards to live that life. So there's nothing there to envy and there's nothing there to bad mind. You understand? Maybe that's the mindset some of these people have that are saying that it's bad mind to talk about it. Because them are thief themselves and thief no love is a thief with long bag. You understand? Yeah, clearance rack, how you mean? Show me the sales. All these things happening to these so-called influencers. I've never heard of some of them. Yeah. Let me tell you something. When you're I was looking at Cora Obedi's live today. And I was like, boy, look what Cora gone to. Cora up on YouTube and let me tell you something. You see, I 290 something of you on my live now. Cora had like 210. It was less. You understand? And I'm like, this is Cora? How? And she was there and she was making some salad and stuff and yamming this salad and clearly by herself for Thanksgiving and looking so down. And what does that Jankra husband of ours, well, our ex-husband, come on do in common with girl? Them a stuffed turkey. And in fact, one that I want in a kind like them very exotic and maga. As long as they look like they coming straight out of one tribe in Africa, and them kind of black woman they like, them kind of what you call it there? What is show name? What is show name again with the no Black Panther? What is show name again with? Let me ask my son. What's the name of that show with the black people living in? No, it's not Black Panther. They live in this perfect place in Africa. Is it Black Panther? What's the name of the place where they live in? Wakanda. That's it. Wakanda. That's it. He like them Wakanda looking type girls, right? So he's on his live and they're stuffing a turkey and laughing and giggling and having a great time. And Cora is by herself looking real miserable. You understand? He's looking cute, his replica. Yeah! He might look the replica hard. Cause when I see this girl, she cute and everything, you know, but she got this big afro and she little bit petite and skinny and he like them small build type, you know, dancer body, right? And at the same kind of look like Cora, but this one look a little bit curvier than Cora is. But I'm telling you, he was just rubbing it in her face that she was by herself. I mean, no, so she gotta go look, you know, and get herself all depressed. Listen, I am so glad that my family life is not on social media, people. I had thought about it once and I was like, should I do some little things with I'm gonna say, you know something? No. You know, say the one time I put up my nice clean husband, all the idiot blogger them over there, so they done mad out over him. Eh? I them that go crazy. I said, no, sir. Me now put him back on my platform because I'm gonna put up my husband and some girl head start explode. I'm gonna say, you know something? Let me just leave it as this, right? Because when you put your don't do it. When you put your family out on social media, you automatically go under the microscope because everybody wants to see how you're living. Them want to know how you eat, how you sleep. Them want to know how your house set up, what you having in your house. If your house stand good or if it not stand good. Them going to start to pick everything apart. And when you go and you create this perfect picture, right? Because that's usually where a lot of these family bloggers go wrong. These family vlogs that go out there, they create this image of perfection. Everything is perfect. We've got the house, the car, the kids, the dog, the cat, and the money, right? So when they put up this scenario and oh, we're so in love and we don't have problems between us because we're so in love. When they do that and the shit hits the fan, you know, man. You try keeping my brother-in-law. Me keep him in. When they do that and shit hits the fan of people, it is just so devastating. Now my ear said it the way you call it the trophy wife she more things that come out. Some baby father step out and start say something. I haven't even listened to that. I need to go listen to that video. Because now she got people coming out to say how manipulative and lie she is. You understand? How manipulative and lie. The same girl that I played where she was talking about how her husband was essaying her daughters, right? And now the internet is swinging in different directions against her. So you put your life out there, you're going to put yourself under scrutiny. You talk about your relationship too much, your relationship go under scrutiny. At best, people don't know nothing about you, or you just come out here and tell people pure lie about your personal life, right? I say, listen, me and my husband, we fight every day. Every every minute we fight. Nothing not happy in our house, a peer problem. So that when you know that in reality it's not the case, you don't have no demons over your life, right? Because the massacre, the relationship never nice. So we don't even have to look on them. Because them done dysfunctional already. Now, like the likes of Anna and Annie and Redans and Blackans, them one day over TikTok, them take things to another level because they put out all their crap, right? Nobody wants to see all that, but they still insist on doing it. You understand? Hey, Andreen, what's up? Fairy tale. Yes, fairy tale. I mean, I know that's a backside. Not at all, not at all, not at all. So, yeah, this little part now is from a Plancatarians. Yeah, I'm going to just touch upon this before I go to my bed. Because luckily, my son is not in school tomorrow because they have teacher training day. So, yours truly gets a lie-in. Yes. Yeah. But hubby got to go out to work. Not me. He does. So, me and my son is going to be chilling tomorrow. But anyway, you want me to say no, Blanketarians. Because a few people messaged me, I have not responded, but I saw the messages on Facebook. And a few of you messaged me to ask me about my perspective about everything that's happening with Speak My Mind, etc., etc. Let me tell you something. I want to allow my bro alone. First of all. Yeah? Leave him. In my early days of blogging, my approach would have been very different. I would have come out here, I would have condemned it and said, oh, children must never be, no, don't do that. Don't go there with the kids. It's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, yes. It's wrong, yes. But let me tell you something. Over time, when you get deeper into this blogging thing, you pay attention to more details than you ever did before. It's different when you just run out, and you try to make a name and try to be noticed. Yeah? After a while, when you become seasoned, you have already started to absorb everything and take it in and analyze it in a different way. Because you see, out here in these social media streets, whatever you dish, you must be prepared to take. It's as simple as that. Yeah? Whatever you dish, you must be prepared to take. This is not a scenario of it's a Christian godly platform. Social media is the devil's playground. The devil's playground. Because out here, people can be anything and say anything, right? With little to no consequences, provided they don't have a brand, right? So you have to be very, very careful. And there are people out here that are very reckless with their mouths and say some very hurtful and harmful things. And people will be like, words are like wind. But not when it comes to people's family members. It's not. So when you do things like that and then it comes back at you, you have to be prepared to take it. You understand? Shall we gather at the river? You see money. Gather at the blouse and skirt river, yes. Right? The beautiful, beautiful river. Yeah. You understand? And we have to be very careful not to insert ourselves where we don't belong. So when people are message me and ask me if me not say nothing, me not nothing to say. The man do what him do because him feel him have a right to do it. You understand? It's got nothing to do with me. It's not my business. Yeah? I ain't coming out here to protect nobody and wave no white flag for nobody. Because if it's one thing me learn in my time of being a blogger, some of them people are not forget no defense. Straight up. Right? What you defending for? You don't defend nothing. You keep your mouth shut and you keep it moving and you focus on your own page, on your own program, on your own content. Not on what other people are going with. Yeah? And then the moment you go and you dip into that, then it's a whole ripple effect. Very unnecessary. Yes? So I ain't got nothing to say about Speak My Mind and in thumbnails. I won't even time I want to share Speak My Mind content and in thumbnail make me can't share it. Because it has some people pan there what me no want to see. You understand? But the content, I will go and listen and I will show my support that way. And I will click the like button. Yes. And I will support that way. It isn't for everybody. What's not for you is not for you. Keep scrolling and don't look. You understand? There. That is all I am going to say. Nothing else. None at all. But people, what a way the pastor. Hey, come we talk a little bit before. Me nearly forget to talk about this, Because I say, So, Pastor, come here a little bit, Pastor. Let me ask you something. Because I'm noticing how you're sounding these days, and when I listen to your little live, them and so what you do, you sound very drowsy and very sleepy. And you almost sound very slurred with the way that you're talking, Pastor. And I'm beginning to wonder about your medication, Remember, say you just have surgery, And I'm beginning to wonder about the side effects that you may be experiencing, Because something not sound right, even in the way you are speaking. You understand? Because that the phone call that way you make. Look how emotional you were. I really and truly hope you manage to get some rest and focus on healing physically and mentally, and then emotionally will follow through. Listen, Pastor, me know you love DMG, But I think I don't want to see it turn out to be another one of them obsessed person they were can't let go of the woman name, Please don't do it. You understand? Paper kiss a bitch. I like Pastor. I don't dislike him at all. Leggy, you getting your tea? Be careful, Yo, Pastor, do not turn out to be one of those obsessed people, because this is a pattern we see happen all the time. You understand? This overflow of love for somebody that you don't really know in a real life. You may have met her, but you don't really know her. You understand? And it's almost as though the way your emotions were brimming to the surface, like your cup of overflow, there had to be other things triggering that, which you did try to make evident on the live, although it was not the right place for you to flip and do it. Yeah? Excuse my language, but it really was not the right place. Like, why were you on the woman's live talking about mix up what happened on your page in your scenario? You not keep you over there, so? Them kind of something here is why you always are going to end up in a bangarang, Honestly, where was the pastor in 2019 to 2023? He needs help looking for it in the wrong places. Yeah. Don't do it to Rastaja. Oh, it passed it already. He too far gone. I felt bad for him. I wish he hadn't called. Me too, little brother. Tammy. Tammy, come out with a yai. Tammy, come out with a yai there. No, sir. Make a good job, Moga, man. Yeah, and when and you, Auntie Paula, what you mean by your nephew? What are you talking about? How can this grown man be your nephew? You understand? Are you a spiritual nephew? What is happening? Like, we were having such a great discussion in Planka Shop with DMG. We were hearing all about Wendy Williams, and we were getting into the flow of thing, and then this man just calls out of the blue, derails the subject, and starts talking about random stuff. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? This isn't even related. You understand? Now, Auntie Polly, you should have known not to disturb DMG while she was doing her live. You should have told him, listen, Pastor, you don't sound too right, and you want to call back later when she come off the live. You understand? But fair enough, him coming on the live, but he didn't sound like he was in his right state of mind at all. Either medication was affecting him, or he was, because him that get cussed probably somewhere else, because me know say somebody else that beat him, you understand? And that him couldn't angle it. But you can't be calling on the woman's life and bawling like that. What is this? You understand? You have to contain your emotions, man. Show a little bit of resilience and strength. And if you can't manage to do that, then you need to just take a little time out. Take a little time out and communicate with God and let Him be an anchor. Because we don't want to see it turn out to be one of them obsessed ones, you know. And if yo, careful, you know. Careful. That's me saying. You understand? Leave Paula, yes, we'll hear it next year. Leave her nephew. It's our nephew. But him name too alright. Somebody delete dirty car. What Curtis say? Dish, but never see what Curtis say. Let me see it. Hold on there. You must be old and not showing your face. And let me look on Curtis picture. But look how Curtis' face look like them fall up. Them fall up Kobatty. Listen, Curtis, please do not come out here, because you're not a face guy. I may look 10 times better than you. Do not come on here and comment and talk about one nobody look like Curtis, because you not tenable, you know. You not tenable at all. So you try to stay over this, so. Alright? Yes. Priscilla said, poor DMG has so much on her plate. Sometimes I feel for her. Yes, yes. I don't think Pastor is alright in the head. No disrespect. Boy, Venice, the impression that is being created now and only by his own actions is one of an emotional and mental imbalance. And it could be for a variety of reasons, meaning that there might be some kind of mental health thing around what's happening with him on social media, or it could be around his recovery process, that he's just not okay because of the medication he's under. You understand? It could just be that, right? Um, you're preaching to Pastor Kwan with yourself. I'm not preaching to him. I just don't like seeing him in that condition, because I actually listened to some of his messages, and some of his messages are quite good. When he's focused on God and he's delivering the message and the word, it's good to listen to. And I like listening to uplifting things. But I don't like listening to uplifting things from people who are mentally not stable enough to actually deliver the word. If you're gonna come on a live and just start bawling like out the blue saying don't stop, I mean, I don't think it's that deep. And she's you should know by now, Pastor, she's never gonna stop. Even when she says she's not doing charity, she always doing something charitable. It's never gonna stop. This lady is always helping people. So you don't need to take it that to heart like this. To come out here and put yourself in that kind of position where people are side-eyeing you, like, is this dude okay? Is he all right? You know, a lot of people are sorry that you called and stuff. I think you could have called, but if you had done it in a different way, it would have gone a different way. You understand? And I think that you really need to check your meds, because I think your medication is having an impact. I think it's having an impact, not just on that live call. I've listened to your recent sermons, and you do sound as though you are under the influence of whatever it is that you're taking medically. Yes, you sound slurred. Your speech is dragging. You know, you look sleepy, and it's clear that whatever it is that you're taking, I wonder if you're taking any codeine, because trust me, you know, codeine can mess you up. But just be very careful with yourself. Make sure that you are mentally sharp. Go back and take your what is it name? Lion's Mane, and get yourself sharp again, right? So that you can go back to being the old Sean Miller, and not what we're seeing here now. We don't want to see no rise and fall of no pastor on social media. Okay? No, we don't want to see that. It could be a childhood trauma. Yes, and then he went and mentioned that a particular blogger was the one who made the comment about his mother. Guys, has anybody ever heard this story? Because I've never heard, and I haven't called that woman's name up my mouth for a long time, you know, LaDonna. I haven't heard LaDonna say that. Am I lost? Am I the only one that didn't hear it? Because I didn't hear LaDonna say that. And I struggle to imagine LaDonna actually saying it. So am I confused, or is Pastor confused? Please clarify, I beg. Something we just need a little listening ear. I feel sorry for him. It better he talk about what was affecting when we hearing some sad news about him. That is true, same for channel, but I think also time and place. And this is always my problem with the pastor. He doesn't understand time and place. It's not the first time I've said that about him. You need to know time and place. There's a time and place for certain things. The woman was in the middle of her life. She was mid-swing with her discussion. Surely within his church group, there should be people who he could be able to reach out to for a listening ear and for counseling. Counseling cannot take place on a live in front of thousands of an audience who are random strangers to your situation in the middle of a woman's public program. That was inappropriate, regardless of however we want to take it. Yeah, he may want somebody to talk to and he needs somebody to talk to, but DMG at that time, at that point, was not the right person. You understand? He must have people in his congregation that he can reach out to, or in his service, yeah, his key people that he can reach out to and say, listen, I'm feeling lousy about this, right? The man literally derailed the whole program and swung it right back to him and his situation. And then he almost turned over Planka shop with the thing that women that say. It was not appropriate. You understand? And this kind of thing, I mean, DMG handled it like a boss. She did handle it very, very well, right? Because it could have gone left. It could have gone left, you know. I said, the look, Planka boss face was priceless. Straight confusion. Yeah, what you go? Are you okay? You sure you're all right? I was like, blouse and skirts. No, sir. Someone in the comments did say that someone said something about his childhood. Yeah, Debbie, he put it on. I did show it on my, you know, that video that I did because I didn't have time to come live and stuff, and I did a quick video. I did put a clip up of what he stated on his page because remember he first made a mistake and said it was this person who said it, and he said it was that person who said it, and then he corrected it and said it was LaDonna who said it. And I was like, what? LaDonna said something about your childhood? LaDonna, are you sure that it was LaDonna? Because I cannot imagine. I mean, as much as LaDonna can be quite brash and whatever, I cannot imagine her making that kind of statement about this man. I can't imagine it. I'm glad she stopped him from calling names because it would have got worse. Thank you, Leggy. Exactly. She handled it well. No, it was not. No, him fix that, Pauline. Me go delete that comment here. Because I don't want them something there on my page. He said it was LaDonna. He corrected it. So first he made a mistake about those two people, and then he corrected it and said it was LaDonna. He apologized and said it was LaDonna, and I cannot imagine it was. When did that live stream take place? Which live stream? The one with the pastor? When? I did it for yesterday or so. You have to go look on DMG something. I was so happy how Dr. Go dealt with the situation. Yeah, man, she handled it very well. And she was very calm and collected. And she gave him empathy and a listening ear. She did all the right things. All the right things that could have been more appropriately done off air. And all the right things that could have been done more appropriately with somebody who is closer to him. Yes? Yes. Right? You have to have that friend. You have to have that friend. And it smacks of loneliness, isolation, misplaced emotion and affection too. Because, you know, we know the sign them. Come on now, people. We know the sign them. We know the sign them. And then something will go wrong. Or somebody gets slighted. Or somebody not get recognized. And then they gone up in them feelings. And then them pitch over and gone right on the extreme left. You understand? And start down the woman our prophesied destruction. We know the signs. We don't want those signs to manifest here. No. So think. Yes? It's as simple as that. I don't put nothing past Adana. She will say, you think so? What the hell you saying, 3-leaf clover? Me not think so. I don't think so. I would be very shocked. Very, 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 very shocked. I just think medication I do this man away. Right? and he need for just control himself until that has passed through his system. You understand? Yes, we know the signs, Debbie. We know them. We know them loud and clear. Anyway, me chat plenty with Uno tonight. Me I can't go on my bed now. I hope he just takes a break of social media and heal. Yeah, I really like him. Yeah, I like him too. I do like him. But you know, not because I like you means I'm gonna pretty things up. I'm gonna tell you. You understand? I'm gonna tell you for your own good. Not going to be harsh about it. You notice that I never come over here and I never dip up underneath past and I don't tell him no bad word and I don't call him out of his name. And that's why when somebody came up and was calling him names, me tell them do not call him any names on my channel. Right? We can say what we have to say about, you know, what's going on, but do not call him any names on my channel that calls him out of his name. He already got the name Baga Baga Pasta, Mix Up Pasta, but not via me. It came from somewhere else. Right? And his names him don't like. So I'm telling him that there are ways to avoid getting that name you don't like. Look into yourself in it. All right, people. Anyone want a hot crossboard? Tammy, kagaya bed. We will talk tomorrow. All right, people. Transparency we say. If something needs to be said, let it be on the live. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, better DMG talk to him on the live than after live still. But that's why I said the best person was not with DMG. The man must have a circle. Him run a church. He must have a circle. If we come interrupt the woman life, ball and all them something, then no, it wasn't okay. So I don't care if it was that he needed a friend. He needs to find a friend. Yeah? Yeah. All right, guys. Good night. I will talk to you guys another time. I don't know if I'm going to come live later on after midnight now. No, I don't think I'm going to come live later on. I got decorating to do. So I'll talk to you guys later, all right? So make sure to like up the live. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell twice until you see those wiggly lines so you know when I come live or upload new content. I'm going to bed. This is your girl, Head Teacher K, and I'm out. Bye-bye.